This is what really bothers me. It's not bothering me that just that Kanye said it. It's bothering me for a lot of reasons. But he went on and said, "Hey everyone, you know that I've been planning my vacation trip to Costa Rica, which I'm going to go to in September, no matter what, but I really want you to be there with me. And that's going to be taken care of through Trova Trip. Now, my official page for that trip is up right now, and we need at least 2 people within the first 2 weeks of this posting to sign up for the trip to make it happen. So click the link below, sign up for the trip, and let's have a wonderful vacation together." It's time to again, unfortunately, talk about Kanye or yay, yo, yeah, hell no, whatever. I don't know what he's going by.
Didn't we
right
just
now.
talk about him last week at the Grammys?
Yeah. He, and just in a matter of days, he acted a bigger fool. God damn, boy. You know, a lot of people say, man, he's just a troll. He's just doing it for attention. Leave this man alone. And I was like, you know what? I wish we could. But you know, unfortunately, the antics of Kanye are something that just cannot be ignored. And I hate to give him attention, but you know, you have to. And I will tell you why. Now, Martin, you were saying, didn't we just talk about him a couple of days ago? Yeah, man, in a matter of 48 hours, he acted a bigger fool.
Did he?
Yeah, he
For
did.
24 hours.
24, yeah. He all he had to do was just take his ass on. Hey, we giving you attention. We talking about you. Oh, look at Kanye. Look at him bringing his naked girl out. You know, yeah. Oh, Kanye acting crazy again. Oh, Kanye, you are. You know, we gave you attention. You know, being the attention hoe that you are, and you just couldn't leave it alone. You needed more. And he went home, and I don't know what happened between then and that red carpet, but he went home and something threw his ass off, and he acted like a goddamn fool again in the worst way possible. And like I said, we have to talk about this because, you know, it went from antics to very harmful and just scary rants. So he's on them Jews again. Jewish people done pissed him off. And so he went on X.
Of course,
because that's
where you go for that.
Hey, look, you know that if you're a Nazi, that's your home. Right there.
It's a safe space for you.
Yeah, and Nazis really do need safe spaces, man. I mean, they're catching so much hell
today.
today.
Persecuted so much.
It's so
they
long,
need a lot
so
of
long.
room to stretch out their arm.
Well, I think Elon's already taken up enough room with his. My heart and my hatred goes out to you. Let's see here. So here he is. You know, at one time he apologized for his anti-Semitism, but now he said, "I'm never apologizing for my Jewish comments." And hold on. Excuse me, I'm allergic to Nazis. He goes on to say, then this is what really bothers me. It's not bothering me that just that Kanye said it. It's bothering me for a lot of reasons. But he went on and said that I love Hitler. Now what, bitches? I'm a Nazi. You know, so he just owned up to it. It says, all right, you know, hey, listen, at least he's calling it for what it is.
Yeah.
You know, I like that he's being honest and upfront. He also went on to say, I love when Jewish people come to me and say they can't work with me anymore. It's my fave. Oh, then he goes on to talk about his wife, Bianca Censori, I think is her name. Because everybody's talking about how is this man, is he brainwashing this chick? You know, does she have any free will at all? Because every time he's bringing her out, he's treating her like a goddamn fembot and shit.
Right. Said she's a sex robot. She's a person?
Yeah, she's not. No, she's not. No. Like I said, you take her home, got to plug a wire up her ass to charge up. I have dominion over my wife. This ain't no woke ass feminist shit. Definitely wouldn't have been able to do it without my approval. That's when he was talking about bringing her out on the red carpet at the Grammys. Also, it's not right there, but he also went on to compliment Hitler's style and swag. He said, Hitler's fresh. This man is out here. We always talk about how ill Kanye is. And now you can see that this man's out here ranting like a homeless person.
Yeah.
except he has $1 billion in social media and fame. So while we ignore the homeless guy out there losing his mind and ranting, everybody's always paying attention to the worst things that this man says.
So are there people who bought his apology?
Yes, there's always people going to buy any kind of bullshit that he's shoveling.
Okay.
Yes, there still are Kanye Ye apologists.
Okay,
because
his original apology, I was like, wow, this sounds so insincere and forced.
But people are, and I'm trying to find the word, stupid. People are dumb. People, I'm talking about that he's an attention whore. Unfortunately, so much of our society is we're celebrity fame whores. We worship celebrity.
Yeah,
which is part of the problem right here. So while most people are saying, just stop giving this man attention, while I wish we could, I disagree with that. I disagree with that wholeheartedly, and let me tell you why. Because one, I don't think that hate and ignorance like this should be ignored, especially on this level right here. Yeah, he might be mentally ill, because that's the excuse that we keep trying to, let him slide on. Mm-hmm. Oh, he ill. Oh, he need help. He wouldn't be acting like this if his mama was around, all that kind of stuff. But man, listen, yeah, he might be mentally ill. I'm trying to be sympathetic to that, but the man still has influence. And that's what bothers me, and you cannot ignore that. Like I said, this man is, he's got so much influence that he's out there attracting other supervillains. He got like this sentient sex robot right here. You can look at this girl. Look at these eyes on this girl right here.
She looks like a Kardashian clone.
Yeah, there's Kanye got a lab somewhere. That's why she looked like this. Hey, you got a goddamn clone android robot sidekick. That's how much of a...
She's perfect, but can you remove the brain?
Yeah, that man, they out here like damn Black Joker and Harley Quinn.
With Lex Luthor behind him.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, look at it. He even got damn supervillain henchman behind him and everything, man. Yeah, this is like damn Joker and Harley Quinn out there, except when Batman would swoop in and beat the shit out of them and take them to Arkham. They get to go out to the red carpet, and be celebrated.
Uh-huh.
We all, and given the lavish attention that they crave. Let any average person go out there and pull this kind of shit.
Arrested.
Police would be called. Mm-hmm. We'd be called crazy. We would at least get slapped with a fine. You goddamn right. We taking a car ride to the county. if they don't drop us off at the mental institution first.
Uh-huh.
This is wild, y'all. This is a fault of society. This is why we're talking about. It's not just income equality with money. It's income equality with they get to do crazy shit.
Yeah.
We just get to sit back and just watch them get away with it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the problem with us too. But let me tell you something. The reason why I really believe that this should not be ignored, because like I said, he has influence, man, and his influence should be worrisome, and should be checked in this time that we live in right now. When somebody so. As of recently, I mean, it's always been kind of bubbling a little bit, but as of recently, we've seen many forms of hate on the uptick.
Yeah.
Misogyny, racism, anti-Semitism, and it just feels
xenophobia.
like xenophobia. And it seems like there's very little accountability today.
Oh yeah.
And that's
going out the window.
Yeah. Unless you're easy target. Everybody coming after this woman right here.
Mm-hmm.
What's her name?
Carla Sophia Gascon.
Yeah, Carla Sophia Gascon, man. Carla Sophia Gascon. Listen, thing is, we saw the backlash with her. Because listen, there was a time, if you name drop Hitler, mm-hmm. That was it.
Right.
Everybody like, I listened to you long enough. All right, I put up this bullshit until Hitler came in. Now, no more. No more. And that's what happened with her. So if y'all know the whole Amelia Perez controversy right now, that's the movie that this woman, Carla Sofia Gascon, is in. She was up for an Academy Award nomination. She's had to pull out because she name dropped Hitler. And y'all have seen the quotes. I do not understand so much world war against Hitler. He simply had his opinion of the Jews. Well, that's how the world goes. That sounds like some Hitler sympathizing right there. And they were on her ass after that. They said, get your transgender ass out of here. And that is why I think, listen, we're just now knowing about her.
Right.
And she's transgender. So she's an easy target.
Oh, very much so.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She's an easy target to, I don't know, cancel or whatever you say.
Yeah, and you can cancel her and take that Oscar away from her. You could rip it right out of her hands and nobody loses money over that.
Exactly. There you go. And believe me, I'm not sympathizing with her at all. Yeah, take your old transgender Nazi ass somewhere. I don't give a fuck. Look, I don't give a fuck. To me, Hitler sympathizer, Nazi sympathizer, anti-Semite, I don't care what kind of surgeries you've been through. I don't care what race you are. I don't care who you are. An asshole's an asshole.
But Corey, I've heard that Hitler would be such a nice guy to go fishing with.
Well, being that I haven't gone fishing with him.
Yeah, I don't like fishing. So
I mean, but listen, I haven't gone fishing with him. Maybe, you know what? Look, maybe he's pleasant. While he's getting those fish, maybe he's pleasant to talk to. You
should
know,
see the way that he throws it out.
You put a fishing pole in his hand, he's probably the nicest guy. You put a pole in his hand, he's probably like, those Jews ain't so bad after all. Take that pole out of him. I don't know. Shit, if he had a damn fishing pole gorilla glued to his hand, maybe the Holocaust never would have happened. Maybe it calmed him the fuck down when he was fishing. I don't know. But all I know is he did what he did. So you come dropping Hitler's name around me. I don't care if you heard him, they,
honestly,
those, anybody.
With her tweet, you're kind of thrown off. You're like, wait, so are you hateful or are you just stupid? Because to say like, well, he just had his opinions. That's all. That's all. Yeah. Are you not aware of what happened and what he did?
And by the way, I never let anybody slide by saying, I didn't know. I'll never say you're stupid. No. But they might be. But my first impulse is to say, you know what you said. And you trying to, play ignorant or somebody calling you stupid, you ain't getting out of it that way. You ain't getting no card to get out of it.
Yeah, no, people don't let you slide on like, well, I didn't know because they don't believe it. And it's the information was there. You were an expert on the subject a little while ago. Yeah. Now suddenly you don't know.
Everybody trying to talk about Hitler was cool. Hitler had, Hitler was a go-getter. Hitler, man, Hitler, he
took care of his people.
He took care of it. Hitler was a bitch. All right, Hitler was a little
drug addict.
Yeah, he was a little sissy ass bitch. And that's why he took himself out when the heat came on. But anyway. I'm saying my point is that she got canceled immediately.
Yeah.
And, rightfully so. But she was an easy target. She's not as well known. We just learned about her. She's transgender. And as you said, ain't nobody losing no money. Mm-hmm. Kanye has been saying anti-Semitic stuff for years. You can go to different pages. This is the page, the AJC.org, and there's a whole history of his anti-Semitism and other stupid things that he said. The man's been doing crazy shit for years. Like that article you talking about. He was over at Adidas, man. Hey, listen. He was over there showing porn when they were trying to get a deal with him. And all this, this anti-Jewish stuff that he's doing, his anti-Semitism, he was doing that for a while before they let him go. They were saying when the paper came through that he didn't like, he graded it with a swastika. I do not approve. And they let his ass float for a long time.
He finally got it to a point where they were like, all right, we can't keep doing this. I don't know how much money we're losing, but...
But they held on, anti-Semitism and everything, because they didn't want to lose that money. Uh-huh. It was an investment, and he was still at the height of his popularity. And in a way, you could still argue that he is, in a way, somehow. But they let they held on as long as they could, and they let him get away with a lot of bullshit over there. Things that, again, anybody else who was lower tier, been canceled.
Oh yeah, quickly.
Yeah, and when I say that, we need to talk about this because really, there seems to be little accountability for people saying things that would be shocking because it's hurtful and it's dangerous. You and I were just talking about this, and I think you saw it. You and I were talking about Bryce Mitchell, the UFC fighter. It's the guy you talking about who wants to go, fishing with Hitler like that's his daddy or uncle or something. He was talking about how he came out and just said, my research.
I did my own research.
Yeah.
Faux intellectual bullshit.
Yeah, research meaning he went on X or Twitter or whatever, and that's all.
4chan.
Yeah.
Grandpa, who's an asshole, I'm sure.
Maybe some parts of Facebook today, but he did his internet research and came to the conclusion Hitler ain't that bad.
Hitler, hell and the Nazis. I really don't think that he was because I honestly think that Hitler was a good guy based upon my own research, not my public education.
Which ain't that well either.
Yeah. Why would your own research be above a public education?
Because it's public education ain't shit either. Right? He might as well be doing his own research.
My public education that I didn't really pay attention to.
My public education that tells me the things that I don't want to hear.
You mean the shit that taught you how to read?
You mean Hitler killed the Jews? I don't believe that.
Right.
I disagree. I disagree with public education. I disagree with history.
I really do think before Hitler got on meth, he was a guy to go fishing with. He fought for his country. He wanted to purify it by kicking the greedy Jews out.
It's always...
Before he got on meth.
Yeah.
Because he was a drug addict.
Yeah, before Hitler got on meth.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. You would have hung with him even during the meth years.
Both y'all would miss up there missing y'all's teeth and shit.
You're right. He'd have got you hooked.
Yeah. Yeah, y'all been fishing for them goddamn meth rocks.
Right? Sometimes these fish swallow rocks. You got to really look in there.
Yeah. It's always, I want to have a beer with this person. I want to go fishing with them. I could have barbecued with them. Yeah, sure, they would have killed some Jews, but between them, they're really nice people. It's, I hate when people try to twist history around. Which you can't do, all right? It's there. I mean, yeah, you can twist history around, but then you just turn it into a lie. That's bullshit that the Holocaust didn't happen. That's all bullshit, okay? Stop trying to, all these Holocaust deniers are full of shit.
Right.
Just say you just like Jews. Just quit trying to go back and change time. Just say you just don't like queers, you don't like black people, you don't like Jews, women, get your ass back in the kitchen. Just say you're a piece of shit. That's all. Quit trying to change the books around to justify your shitty reasoning.
That were destroying his country and turning them all into gays. They were gaying out the kids. They were queering out the women. They were queering out the dudes. They were, what our first...
Queers existed long before the Jews came around, all right?
Yeah, wait till he gets some Roman history. That's going to blow his top.
I tell you, cavemen were probably each other when they were around.
For sure they were.
Yeah. Y'all act like, wow. So you mean you gonna tell me that being gay is a Jewish invention?
I gewalt.
Yeah, and that they had
his education.
They had ways of just turning people.
Yeah.
It's one of those Jewish space lasers that would just beam down and turn people gay. That's the thing.
Told you that, Martin. That's true.
It's like he starts out and you're like, wait, okay, Hitler was okay. And like, no, I don't know. And then the more he talks, you go like, oh, this guy's an idiot.
He's stupid. Yeah.
But like you don't know the depths of how dumb he is, but he keeps talking every other sentence. You go, oh, it's way lower than I thought. Oh, it's even lower than that. Oh, I can't even see that low.
Oh, no.
And then you think about, this guy's job is to get punched in the head for a living.
Yeah.
He might have been smart before he started fighting.
Yeah, he had a British accent and everything. Oh, man.
Yeah.
I say, Chuck, let's engage in some fisticuffs.
Yeah.
Boom. Yeah. Man, y'all hit me.
Yeah.
Are you a Jew?
Well, my dear chap, I do believe that the Jews squared the queers.
Created them in a lab.
Queer squares, I tell you, man. Maybe that's what needs to happen. Maybe somebody needs to hit them in the head in the right place. The Jews squared the queers. Oh, I said all that? Oh, my. Goddamn Jekyll and Hyde. No, do y'all hear this? This is this guy's education. I did my research. The Jews invented the gays.
First tranny surgery ever was? Happened to be in Germany before Hitler took over. You know the books that everybody makes fun of Hitler burning? You know what the books was? Queer books.
They weren't all queer. Oh, God damn it.
Hitler burned queer books.
But what about
What about the gay Nazis? Because I can guarantee you, in every culture, there are men. Because I know it's every gender, but just for the sake of him, I guarantee you, in every culture, there are men who want to.
Yeah.
All right, not Nazis included. And you know what they would do? Thing is, they would go out there and, as you say, exterminate the queers, and then they would have a secret room where you have some each other. Because that's how it always is.
Sure.
You always have people who are always trying to be the moral police out there. I want to take porn away. I want to take free sex away. I want to take everybody's fun away. And meanwhile, you have all these goddamn underground brothels and shit.
Yeah, there's plenty of people within that inner circle who are indulging in all those things that they want to get rid of.
And they got secret call signs for it and shit. Like I've heard that the Blue Lives Matter stickers that people use and stuff like that, that's like how people like dog whistle that they're gay and that they're pedophiles and all this other shit.
Get out of here.
Wow. Okay.
I never heard about that.
Yeah, I ain't me either. I better take that sticker off my car.
Yeah, Mark.
Or not.
Now, even though this dude got knocked out real good.
And you see Mitchell to the center.
And the slow-mo is about to come up because that was real fast right there. Wait until you see when they slow it down.
Look at it. He's shaking, Joe. Oh my God.
Again, look, Bryce is moving in. And I mean, it's picture perfect. This goes right into the.
When you see somebody's natural hair about to fly off their head, like right there, that's when you know you got knocked the f out.
It was like he was circling me. He's like, oh, there's the off switch.
Yeah.
And then he had Tweety birds flying around his head. Sick hat.
Yeah, little Nazis, right? Little Hitlers.
Get up! Get up! You can't let them do this to the white race! Get up!
9, man.
So even though he got knocked out real good, and that was before these comments and, made a lot of people satisfied even back then, he won't really have any repercussions from the UFC. You can hear that from Dana White.
That's what everybody wants to hear about punishments. Free speech. I don't have to love it. You don't have to love it. For all of you that hate Bryce Mitchell, you get to see him hopefully get his ass whooped.
So there you go. Goes back to what we were saying. There's money to be made.
Yeah.
So maybe it is free speech. I'm not, in a way I agree with him, in a way I don't. I do think that there should be some repercussions, because what if he does win a fight? Then what?
I mean, just him fighting on your brand shows that you allow that.
Yeah. There was a time when somebody would be removed, but the guy's making money. I don't care what he says about free speech or whatever. This is about money.
Well, especially when it comes to any kind of fighting. If somebody can be hated, that can bring more people to watch.
Yeah, he's the heel.
Just to watch them get beat. That's why people go see Jake Paul fights.
Yeah.
That was part of the reasons why it would help Conor McGregor get so big. Yeah. Just, being a heel.
But there's a point that I feel like something has to be said. Because like I said, what if these people keep winning? And that is why, I say you can't ignore these things. I know a lot of people say, stop giving these people attention. Don't do that. No, because you know what? If you ignore it and then we have less accountability today, then that stuff becomes normalized. These people can just say what they want to without, with impunity, and we can't let that happen. Somebody has to check it. Somebody has to bring it to somebody's attention. You know, I don't believe in these things going, you know, this is just my belief, you know, and I might disagree with it. You know, that's fine. I don't, you know, and I mean that. It's just my opinion that I don't like when things go below the radar and then people just become, you know, more emboldened to keep doing these things. In this day and time where, like I said, there's a hateful uptick, I don't think that we should be ignoring people who have these kind of, who have these feelings.
Yeah, I mean, we shouldn't ignore it, but say you don't ignore it and yet there's still no consequences. Then it's almost like you're just putting it out there. Like, I'm not saying you're glorifying it, but you're just making it more readily available.
Yeah, and I want to, because I think awareness is a big thing.
Okay.
Awareness with criticism. Because like I said, we just ignore it, then we just, you know, that's when things, I think that's when bad things happen.
Yeah.
That's allowing it, which is next to encouraging it.
I mean, I don't want to do this thing of comparing, you know, the rise of the Nazis to this. I mean, that's because some people say, wow, you know, you okay, we're using that. But, you know, there is something to be said about when people just ignored these things.
Yeah.
And it just bubbled up to a point where it was harmful. Harmful.
Right. And then everybody went like, hey, when did that happen?
Yeah.
And it's like, it's been happening the whole time.
There's a quote where I forgot who said it, but the quote goes, at the time all this was happening, you know, I'm talking about, you know, the rise of the Nazis back in the 30s. It was saying, you know, we weren't surprised about what the enemy did. We were surprised by our friends, you know, and all these people just go, you know, we just kind of casually just let people say what they're saying. We ignored it and brushed it off. I don't believe in that and doing that. I don't. And by the way, I don't care how ill Ye is. All right. You know, don't mean he can't be called out. If he's smart enough to market himself out there like he is, I do believe that he's smart enough to know how harmful his words are.
He's competent enough to stand trial.
Yeah, you can keep arguing mental illness all you want to, but there's also a part, he might be mentally ill, but there's also a part where he doesn't give a shit, okay? And we just can't keep letting people slide, you know, with these excuses out there. Maybe to a certain point, but not here.
He knows what he's doing. At best, you know, he is trying to be provocative. That's what he's doing.
Yeah.
He's trying to be like, look at me, I'm an artist, I can get away with saying this. But he's been doing this shit so much that it has no value. I get what he's trying to do. It's not clever. It's not smart. He's just trying to take the way that the internet, in his eyes, overuses the word Nazi. Yeah. And he's like, oh, I am that. It's like, you're not thinking about what you're doing anymore.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. And that's another reason why he has to be called out. Anybody like him. It's not just him, anybody, because it is lazy. You know, trying to get attention. How about you go make an album?
Yeah.
You know, instead of doing this, instead of stripping your girl down and making all these, you know, these hateful comments. You know, he's just and it's also, we should point this out because we need to hold a mirror up to us. This man ain't made, you know, good music in a while, but he's out there doing all this lazy shit. And we just, you know, again, we idolize celebrities so much that we let them get away with this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You know, if they make money for anybody, we let them get away with this kind of stuff. I will keep calling this out. I don't care how many times you say, well, you keep getting this man attention. As long as they keep saying hateful things, it's not about Kanye. It's not about Brian Mitchell. It's about saying these harmful, hateful things. And I think it's even more harmful for it to go unchecked. You know, it has to be called out. Otherwise, you know, it's going to get to a point where their influences, and they're going to influence other people to think this way. People who are already kind of on the edge of thinking like that. And it's just going to get worse. You know, if you know, people with a platform and a voice need to you might not ever meet Kanye, but you got to put his words in check. You just got to keep telling people. It's a shame that we have to do this, but we have to keep reminding people. It's too bad that we have to do it because it seems like common sense, but we know we're short on that these days. You have to keep reminding people. This is bad. You know, it's just stupid. That
it annoys me that people are like, well, he's Kanye. Like, he did all these things 20 years ago, okay? That's when he was actually being an artist. Going on Twitter and being famous and saying, I'm a Nazi is not provocative. It's bullshit.
Yeah. No, it is.
You're right. He should just go make another album. I find it so annoying because he's someone who I used to respect. And now it's like, nah, dude, you're a hack.
Yeah. No, he's a piece of shit for doing this.
If he made an album, would that soften your stance on him?
No. At this point, no.
No. Somebody says this is nothing new. No, exactly. That's the sad part of it. That's why I'm talking about it. Because this is nothing new. That's why I actually said you have to talk, you keep talking about this because it is nothing new. This man has been out here doing this for the longest time. And because he's valuable to somebody or because he has celebrity and fame, well, yeah, this guy right here. I'm sorry, Chris, wrong button. This guy, man. This guy needs to be stopped. Jesus, man. I've been telling you about it for years.
Hey, I'm an artist. I can say what I want to say.
And who's been behind Kanye the whole time? Mr. Thomas!
Is what I'm saying hurtful, or are you hurt by what I'm saying?
Boom! Nah, it's nothing new, and that's the sad thing about it. It should never have gotten to the point where, oh, that's just Kanye. Hey, that's our Kanye. Kanye the Nazi. So anyway, there you go, y'all.
And it bothers me how even, some big influencers surrounding him, like people like Kai Cenat, the biggest streamer on Twitch, someone asked him about this and he's like, I don't know, man. I think it's GG's, but it's Kanye, but man, it's GG's. I saw what he said, but I don't know.
What's GG's?
Good game, which means that's it for you. And that's like him like not taking a stance.
Yeah.
And I really find that to be bullshit.
Yeah, no one, again, being a celebrity, everybody, even other influencers, they benefit from still dropping Kanye's name or hanging out with him. And if you were to be somebody who was there in his face and say, you know what, you're full of shit, man. Other people be like, oh, you said that to Kanye? Why not? Kanye was in my face right now. I'll tell him to go himself. I'll tell him he's a piece of shit for saying it. I'll tell him he's lazy. I'll tell him he's a hack. I'll tell him he's an idiot. Ill you are. But we're scared to talk to anybody in their face because these people are gods. You need to get over ourselves.
No, a lot of times it's somebody like, well, I don't want to get kicked out of the club. I still want to be part of the entourage. I got money riding on this.
Yeah, or I don't want to lose my influence of money.
Yeah, your guy with the GGs. I see a lot of that where people are like, yeah, I want to mention how I'm not with this, but not in a way where it can blow back on me at all. There's no heroes anymore. There's nobody willing to make a sacrifice for what's right.
Life well said. You would bend the knee. You would bend the knee and suck my dick is what you could do. No, I would not. No, I would not.
Yeah, why would you?
Yeah, no, I would not. And I tell you what, if I got nothing to lose by telling him that to his face right now, and if I had money, I would have nothing to lose. I'd be like, fuck, what is he gonna do?
Right.
Why should I have to kiss his ass if I already got mine?
He should be talking to you anyway. He should be getting some help.
Now, I would be scared if he got that damn Android on my ass. Attack.
Running at you like.
Yeah. Must destroy Corey. Hey, look, she could too.
Yeah,
that body. Hey, that's the last thing I'd see. I'd be like, good.
Man, Terminators do time travel naked.
Yeah.
It could have been her.
Yeah. She'd kill me with that. I'll be fine.
You'd so die.
And I'd be happy to.
You'd be like that dude with the ghost ship.
She's.
She turned to liquid metal and you'd fall right through.
Yeah, come here, baby. You and me, Kanye. I knew you liked me better anyway. Oh, wait, what is this? No, got him. Well, you made it to the end of the video. That must mean you really like what we do. So if you do, check out these other videos just like this one. Check out our other YouTube channels and subscribe to join our wonderful Toasty community. And as always, stay toasty.